everybody, in this video we talk about which console you should be buying this November, and the answer is none of them. So why shouldn't you buy any of them? Well, because none of them actually have an interesting list of games. You know, when PlayStation did their huge info dump of new games coming out, a lot of them are not coming out this year. The only game that they know that it is coming out this year is kind of Miles Morales, which that's cool and all, but that's also a $40 scaled back game. And what is that game? Is that a 7-hour game, or is that like a 24-hour, or not 24-hour, but a huge long game like just regular Spider-Man? Is it going to be Spider-Man kind of just you playing as Miles Morales in a different story? Who knows? But there's been a lot of controversy over what is Miles Morales. Gran Turismo, there's no date for that. Ratchet and Clank, they're pretty much the only game they've shown the most of for a PlayStation 5 hasn't really has a date either. Demon Souls, where's a lot of this stuff? Project Athia, a lot of these games really don't have dates, and you could also say that for the Xbox games too. Halo has been delayed to next year. Forza Motorsports, nothing on that. Everwild, nothing. A lot of these games, Fable, a lot of these games don't even have dates, and these could be 2022 games too. State of Decay, it's just like when you buy the PlayStation 5 and you buy these Series X or S games, you're really kind of playing it for one game, and that's kind of it. There is Gears of War Tactics coming out for, the Xbox Series consoles, but it's also out on PC too. So, hey, it's not a bad game, but it's not a new game. I guess you could also say that about Miles Morales, but hey, maybe take a little bit. All the kind of multi-platform games are probably just going to look great on fucking, current gen right now. Call of Duty. What games are fucking coming out this year? I don't like Watch Dogs Legion. That's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's like there's no games coming out right now either, too. And it's surprising of like, hey, yes, you're right. Maybe people should just take a break. Maybe even if you have the money, just save it. There's nothing wrong. Though, if you want to buy it and you do have the money, buy it. There's no shame. If you're an Xbox fan or a PlayStation fan, I don't know how the backwards compatibility works on PlayStation, because they've said they've been kind of skirting around the question of like, hey, hundreds of games, over 100 titles will work on the PlayStation 5. Well, Microsoft has been like, hey, yeah, all your games from the Xbox One and select games from the Xbox 360 and even the original Xbox will work on the Series S and X. And I feel like that's like a good kind of, hey, this is actually really good marketing, and hey, this is good. People should see this and say, hey, this is work. And also, they're doing that thing of, hey, give us $25 or $30. How much is it? Yeah. And we will give you, $25 a month for 24 months for a Series X, or $35 for 24 bucks. And that's like really cool too. And I'm not saying, oh, well, you're just a Microsoft fanboy or anything, and PlayStation sucks. No, it's the fact is PlayStation has been really silent. Let's see, PlayStation blog. Right here. We'll go right here. And they really haven't done it much either. Like, their biggest thing is, they've showed off a bunch of games, which is, like, really cool, and, like, these games look really cool. Like, the Gran Turismo trailer look really fucking sweet. Ratchet and Clank look really, really sharp and clean. And that's it. Like, that's it. And Miles Morales, I really hate Spider-Man. I don't like Spider-Man. There's too many spider people. That's my thing. And it's interesting what, the ball's in Sony's court, and I'm curious of what they will do. They don't seem to be kind of, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's so weird. But yeah, there's also RTX is coming out. RTX 3030. Not the 3070, which is a relatively great card. And it's going to be $500. And it's going to be more powerful than all of the consoles, too. And it should be really powerful too. And it's just like it's crazy that we're in great times now of just, hey, games are gonna look gorgeous. Hey, you can play them anywhere. Hey, wait and see. There's always wait and see. Microsoft has really been pushing like, hey, you can buy this anytime you want. With their games going to be on, Xbox One, and I'm wondering how xCloud will factor into that too. And PlayStation is like, hey, these new games are only going to work on this, and they're going to look gorgeous. While you're on PC, it's like, hey, give us money, and we make these games look pretty. I feel like that's it. That's your takeaway from this video is, hey, buy an Xbox Series X, buy a PlayStation 5, or buy an RTX 3070. Like, that's it. That's the decision. Are you PC? Get the 3070. Are you PlayStation? Get the PlayStation 5, because that's where your games are. That's where your friends are. If you're on Xbox, get an Xbox Series S, really, or an X, or get an RTX 3070, because all those games from Microsoft are also going to work on PC too. And that's the thing, is that buy the games where you want, and then as more and more games have cross-platform, doesn't matter if your friends on PlayStation or Xbox, you're still going to play with them, because you're not playing with PC, because there's so many cheaters on the PC. Oh god, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But yeah, it's been really interesting seeing kind of where we're at. And the moral of the story is, spend the money where you want, save the money until later on. There's still going to be games in 6 months. There's probably going to be a shit ton of games coming out in early 2021. And if you buy now, maybe you'll have money down then. Who knows? But I'm saying, it's a great time to be a gamer. I need to never say that again. Thank you, guys.